and firmly embraced Arjuna, he accepted obeisances from the twin brothers Nakula and Sahadeva. Purport. Externally, Krishna was the Pandavas' cousin, and the relationship was just like that between cousin brothers. Because Yudhishthira and Bhima were externally senior to Krishna, the Lord bowed down at their feet, whereas he embraced his peer Arjuna and accepted obeisances from the younger brothers Nakula and Sahadeva. Sometimes inexperienced devotees think it is sinful to honor or bow down to an elder brother in Krishna consciousness. But from Lord Krishna's example here, we may conclude that offering all respects to a senior brother in Krishna consciousness is not sinful. Text number 2 here. Drishvatam avatam partha mukundam akileshwaram utastur yugapapira pranam mukyam ivagatam. Translation. When the Pandavas saw that Lord Mukunda had arrived, those heroic sons of Pruta all stood up at once, like the senses responding to the return of the life end. Further, the metaphor used here is quite poetic. When a person is unconscious, the senses do not function. But when the consciousness returns to the body, all the senses spring to the life at once and began functioning. Similarly, the Pandavas all stood up at once, enlivened to receive their Lord Sri Krishna. Text number 3. Parisvajya achyuta vila anga sangha hataisnasha sanraga smitham bhaktram vikshatasya muram yayu. Translation. The heroes embraced Lord Achyuta, and the touch of his body freed them of sin. Looking at his affectionate, smiling face, they were overwhelmed with joy. Srila Jiva Goswami explains that since Pandavas were never sinful, the term Eneshaha here refers to the suffering caused by the separation from Krishna. That unhappiness was now vanquished by the Lord's return. Om Agyan Vidandasya Gnananjana Shalaya Chaturvidam Yeva Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Bhagavatam Dadati Swavadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Padakam Sri seems to be a very wonderful etiquette Krishna is teaching us here. How to greet others, or how we should follow this the Vaishnava etiquette principle. How it is very important. Yeah, being Krishna, it is not required for him to do all these things because he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But he himself has said in Bhagavad Gita, Shrestha Satta Devataro Jana Sayatramante Lokastadamapate. Yadyat Acharati Shrestha. Shrestha people, whatever they do, common people will follow. The great people follow that. We all know that following. We have already have followerships also, YouTube channels, Facebook and all that. The followers. So that's how the followers, people follow like that. Right? In the cinemas or the superstar or cricket stars, when they wear certain kind of hairstyle or certain kinds of dress style, so people immediately start imitating it. They think that that's what we should be. Then people will look at me. So here Krishna is also similarly teaching us that how we should respect the devotees, how we should serve the devotees properly. We have an event, it's a kind of sensitiveness also is there. You see here he is respecting Yudhishthira Maharaj and Bhima by bowing down. For Arjuna he embraced and Nakula and Sahadeva he accepted. All three varieties of devotees were there and three levels of people. So accordingly we got that service where we should be, how we should be and how we should express that. So here Krishna is, Lord bowed down at the feet of Yudhishthira and Bhima and firmly embraced Arjuna because he was a friend. And Yudhishthira and Bhima were elderly, so he accepted their respects. He offered the respects. And then for the younger devotees, Nakula and Sahadeva, he accepted the respects from them. So this is how Krishna is teaching that the principle of Vaishnava etiquette is very important. And these are the ornaments of a Vaishnava. Right? Every people outside world wear different kinds of ornaments when they go to the functions, festivals. You see the gold jewelry, different kinds of it, and they keep showing to the people that see how wonderful I look. And different kinds of ornaments they wear and show it around. But for Vaishnava, we become attractive by the Vaishnava etiquettes which we follow. The qualities, it is shown by the simplicity, humility. These are all the ornaments of a Vaishnava. And at the same time, how we respect our seniors, how we deal with our seniors, how we deal with our younger people, how we deal with our friends. That's how we become attractive in the eyes of the Lord. In this world, people do so much to become attractive for it, to impress others. It's a famous saying goes that neighbor's envy is owner's pride. The neighbor is feeling envious towards you, that means you are feeling pride about it. Yes, that means I am doing something great about it. Especially when you go for the marriage parties and all. We might have not long back, but you see that how the women wear different kinds of ornaments and keep showing. Did you not see this ornament I got? This I got it from that place. And only one piece was there and that was my got it. Or my brother has sent from best. Right? And the different kinds of ornaments which they show to get attracted so that people get, बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है मेरे को भी इच्छा है. So similarly the same thing applies in the Vaishnava, in the spiritual circles also. When we express our bhakti through the qualities, right, which we exhibit, that's how people come to know that how much we are practicing bhakti. The sensitiveness, how we deal with devotees, how we treat the devotees, how we offer respects, that all concludes our, we become attractive in the eyes of the Lord and all the Vaishnavas, and they bless us. Yes, we have so many examples around in the Shastras, how the devotees attracted the Lord. Sanatana Goswami of the simplicity, although he had so much of opulences and all, but see the simplicity of Sanatana Goswami. And when he walked through the beach road where the sun is extremely hot, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, knowing it, asked Sanatana, from which group do you came? And Sanatana Goswami, it's very easy for him to go from Siddhapakul to Gambhira through the way, which all of you might have read in Jagannath Puri, that road which goes Siddhapakul, from behind it goes like this, and then you reach. But he took the different route all the way from the beach side, and that too in the hot sand. He walked all the way that. Because he was feeling that when I walk through this route, then maybe any pujaris or the pandas of Jagannath may get in touch. And I am such a fallen person that if the air flows from my body to their body, they get contaminated. So that's why he walked all the way on the beach, towards the beach side, and he went to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It was very hot, extremely. All the bubbles came on his feet. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very impressed by seeing his consciousness, his sensitiveness, his humility or simplicity. That's how they become attractive. And even you see when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu all the way went to Ramkeli also. And both the brothers, Rupa and Sanatana, they were the ministers. One was Prime Minister and one was a financial minister. But when they came to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they wore such kind of dress. Very simple dress. And hardly there is something there. And offering obeisances extremely far from distance, they were offering obeisances. And they were saying, when the Nityananda Prabhu, Hridayas Thakur devotees were saying that Mahaprabhu, Rup Sanatan, Dakuraj and Sakar Malik has came. Their names were that. And then Lord was telling that, come, tell them to come here. Right? And the Lord were calling them, but they were not coming. It was not that artificially they were exhibitors, but they were naturally feeling that they are not qualified. And they give the reason that they are more fallen than Jagai and Malai. Why? Because our birth was not in Navami. Neither we were born in a Brahmana family, we are lost. Because we have been serving this Lecha king. And we are serving this Lecha king. Jagai and Malai never served or never serving the Lecha king. We are all the three, we are breaking. So that is why we are most fallen people. So we cannot come here. And what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is replying back, that your humility is breaking my heart. Lord is saying that आपका बहुत धन्य था, your humility is breaking, थोड़ा सा कम करो. हमको बोलना पड़ता, रोज इतना हम बोल रहे हैं. उल्टा बोलो, रोज इतना गुस्सा मत दिखाओ वैष्णव, थोड़ा सा cool down. क्या होता है अच्छा वैष्णव को. But either Lord is saying that your humility is breaking my heart. Reduce humility, no? Right, like that God was saying. So you see that how we can become very attractive by following these etiquettes. That's what Lord is exemplifying and showing all of us. And on the other side, you see the contrary, the people who don't follow the etiquettes, you see the life, how it has become. Yeah, we see from the Srimad Bhagvatam so many examples. The famous example of Daksha and Lord Shiva. Shiva was in a different trance. Right? And Daksha started not understanding what is a Vaishnava behavior is. Right? It is a Vaishnava behavior. You cannot understand a Vaishnava by seeing externally. Why he is doing like this? You cannot understand. Unless and until you go and check with the devotee or the devotee is connected to him. You cannot see externally and say that, what is this kind of Vaishnava? He is always sleeping in the ashram or he is always doing like this, like that, kind of. Now, many of the Prabhupada disciples are also here. People are thinking that all useless bums coming around and the drugs, right? They are just staying in the temple, not doing anything. Here, we have heard recently that Peter, whose name was Crazy Peter, they used to say. The devotee used to come for he was in full drugs. He used to just come, take prasad and sleep there only. And they went and complained to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, he is not doing any service. Prabhupada said, he is coming, taking prasad, staying with devotees, that's it. Prabhupada accepted it. And you see the personality, people used to call him as Crazy Peter. His name was Peter, and he has become a Crazy Peter. And later on you see what he has become. He has become such a great Sanskrit scholar. He translated many of the Goswami's books into the normal languages. So Vaishnava Kriya Mantra Lord Shiva, speaking such words which are like arrows, piercing. Somebody shouts at us, then we immediately remove whatnot. Like hands, legs all start flying and beating the personality. Lord Shiva did not mind anything. His devotees, right, his disciples also, Nandi and all started fighting. Till that time, Brahmana curse was happened. Next, they were about to go to Vaishnava curse. Lord Shiva got up and went up. That was the only purpose for which he went up. Because he thought that now they came till Brahmana, maybe they may come to Vaishnava also. They may not do some Vaishnava para. So he got up and he went up from that place. Mother Bhavati starts asking that what is this? He could have just got up now from that place. What's so big thing? And then Lord Shiva says that I was in trance. I was meditating on the Lord. If you see on the Lord Shiva's side, there was no offense at all. Because he said that naturally I went into the trance. And it is said that pure devotees, it's not that they wanted to go into the trance. The Lord gives that remembrance to them that sometimes they go into the trance. That is all their Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, ecstasy feelings and all. It's not that something we are sitting and then trying to find out what pastime, what this, what that, not. Pure devotees, naturally the pastimes spring into their mind and they naturally go into that spiritual ecstasies like that. So Lord Shiva also went into that. And you see that how Daksha was Lord Shiva and he has to undergo so much. It's not that he did not stop there. Right? Again, after 6 manvantras, he did the whole tapasya and all. Again he got a Daksha body, proper body. And then again he offended Narada. That time one pure devotee. Now next is another pure devotee, Narada. And you see continuously Daksha keeps doing that mistake. Of course Bhagavatam is teaching us, these are all great souls, but Bhagavatam is teaching us that how a person, when he becomes attached to the body, power, post positions, he forgets and commits such kind of offenses to the devotees. Yeah, we have to be careful about it. When we fall into this bodily condition, then we start anything, anybody does anything mistake to us, then immediately we shout at them or become insensitive towards them in dealings. So that is how we have to be careful about it. And then we see that other examples which comes in the scriptures of how the Durvasa Muni offending Amrish Maharaj. In all just break of the principles. And highlight of it is that Indra offends his spiritual master Brihaspati. Can you imagine the whole chapter comes in that? And Bhagavatam, time to come, people are reading that chapter. Indra offends his spiritual master. How much embarrassment Indra will feel. मैंने छोटा सा अपराध किया और उसके लिए मैंने बहुत बड़ा भावात्म की पूरा चैप्टर है मेरे ऊपर. But you see that why it is there? This is to help us understand. And what offense Indra has done? Apparently, it's a small mistake, but it was not small. That people were respecting him, so much of respect was coming towards him. Everybody was fanning, some people were fanning, garlanding, respecting, glorification. Everybody were looking towards him. And Indra was also feeling that I am great, you know. And then just at that time, the spiritual master Brihaspati enters into the assembly. And there was no any kind of any sign that a great personality has given. He did not offer any kind of the sign. And Brihaspati, being a spiritual master, he understood the heart. What happened to the heart of Indra? It is contaminated by the pride that I am also a great personality. So then Brihaspati, understanding the attitude of Indra, left that place. So that's why scriptures, why they speak is, it's not just that why Brihaspati has got into that kind of thing. Maybe Indra might have forgotten it, or maybe he might have not done it properly. But it's not the problem just on the physical level, but it was on the attitude level. Indra has went wrong. He was feeling that pride in the heart that I am a great person. That's why he did not make that offering of respects. Now you see the other contrast of it. Vishnu Pitama on the arrowhead. Now we are going to celebrate the Makar Sankranti. That Vishnu Pitama's passing, he selected the time to leave the place. And even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taking sannyas. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taking sannyas also. This is the time we celebrate. Now you see Vishnu Pitama, he was not able to physically offer obeisances because he was already on the arrowhead. Arrows were lying, and all the great personalities are right there. Even Lord Krishna has came. Pandavas were there, and all the great people are coming to see, to have that wonderful darshan because of Vishnu Pitama leaving the body. It was a great thing because Lord Krishna was personally there in front of him. And everybody were eager for it, and great personalities are coming, but we were not able to offer any respects. That the verse in the Bhagavatam speaks. And how Vishnu was offering the respects according to time, place, and circumstance. And everybody were satisfied that none of them felt that Vishnu has not offered obeisances to us. What is this? Vishnu is not properly respecting us. And everybody were being respected according to that time, place, and circumstance. So the scriptures are not just fools that it's not that physically we have to offer obeisances, or scriptures speak more deep depth of it. It goes into the attitude level. It's not just on the physical level. That's like Indra. Not that he physically not offered obeisances. Jai Shri Shri Sai Bhagavan Ki Jai. Gopal Ki Jai. So it's not just on the physical level, just like there are two contradictions we see in the scriptures. That if you don't take initiation from a spiritual master, then you're destined to go to hell. That kind of contradiction, kind of a stricture is there in the scriptures. But on the other side, holy name is itself sufficient to go back to God. Is it wrong? Holy name itself is sufficient. If somebody is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, sufficient. Now, how these two, right? These two seems to be like a contradiction. Whether to take initiation or not to take. Just by chanting itself, we can go on. Why to go to the spiritual master? Why need to follow rules and regulations and all? So many things. Right? Do this seva, that seva, and all. Better chant Hare Krishna, go back home. It's already there in the scripture also. But on the other side, you see, don't accept spiritual master, you go to the hell. Now, this is spoken just because of on the understanding the mood of a practitioner. Right? The practitioner feels that spiritual master क्या जरूरत है? कोई जरूरत नहीं. कुछ लोग हैं बोलते कि प्रभुपाद ने हमारा गुरु है. Because they don't want to follow. If the live guru is there, then what happens is that he will catch us. If we do something wrong, he will immediately be there behind us. Why you did this wrong? And we have to follow him. So better is to accept somebody who is not existing only. मेरा गुरु कौन है? कृष्ण. आप क्या कर रहे हैं? कृष्ण जो प्रेरणा देते हैं वो. And they do all kinds of things whatever they want. So that for that kind of people who feel that why to take all these tensions, best chant Hare Krishna and then I'll go back home. Many of this is there. For them it is said that if you don't take now, you go to hell. I have to take all. But for some people who are genuinely practicing Krishna consciousness, somehow or other they want to take but missed that opportunity. And they might have left the body without taking the initiation. For them an opportunity is given. So scriptures, that things seems to be like contradictions, but they are not contradictions. So here also, it's not that Indra physically not offered obeisances and Brihaspati felt wrong, but it was on the attitude level. His attitude was wrong. The same thing with Balram ji as well, Rama Sutta. He felt that I am doing Bhagavatam class. That means everybody has given me that respect and all these things. That means I am great personality. And here the personality, supreme personality of God and Balram ji came. And Rama Sutta did not feel any kind of respects, offered any respects to Balaram ji. And Balaramji understanding there was a problem on the attitude of Rama. So Balaramji does not want that this kind of example should be there in the scriptures. So it's very important that Vaishnava etiquette principles we need to follow very sincerely. And that's the saying goes, familiarity breeds contempt. अधिपरिचय अधिपरिचय हो जाए तो वैष्णव लोगों के संग में हम वैष्णव ऑफेंस अपराध करते बैठे. So we have to be careful that this principle. That's why every day it is being said that we should follow, we should come, when you come to the temple, offer obeisances to spiritual masters, to the Lord, and all these etiquette pictures. Why it is there? To make us come out of this offensive mentality. Once one devotee asked Srila Prabhupada, when Prabhupada came, everybody were offering obeisances, and he did not. वो खड़े हुए थे और श्री प्रभुपाद जी ने पहले प्रश्न यही पूछे थे, प्रभुपाद, I'm not feeling like offering obeisances. And then Prabhupada looked towards him and said, first you offer it, then you start feeling. पहले करना चालू करो, फिर बाद में feeling आएगा. तो हमारा भी यही है चेतना. We are not feeling like coming to the front of the Lord, offering obeisances to Vaishnavas and all. That's why these principles are given. Right? So many principles. As soon as I enter temple, all offer obeisances. And get up first offer to Srila Prabhupada, then to the Lord. Why these things are there? To come to that level of developing love for the Lord. But sometimes we feel that why so many respects no? अब उसके लिए धन्यवाद करने कैसे? आपको भी झुकने के लिए दिक्कत हो जाएगा, मेरे को भी दिक्कत हो जाएगा, सेट हो जाएगा. पहले ऊपर से हो जाएगा, फिर उसके बाद सब खत्म हो जाएगा. So that's why we are offering respects. That's why it is said that we offer obeisances, respects, and engaging the senses properly, so that we can be saved from the Vaishnava aparats. Because when we offer these things, see, these principles are given by the Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, and the 𝐕𝐻𝐈𝐍, and we all learned in the night of devotion and instruction. This is to come this sadhana bhakti. From the sadhana bhakti, we will go to raganuga bhakti. The problem what happens is that we think that after 1-2 years of practice, that we think that we are already raganugas. साधना भक्ति तो पहले फर्स्ट ईयर में होगा, सेकंड ईयर फर्स्ट ईयर में ऑफरिंग obeisances के बाद सब कुछ करेगा. हमारे लिए कोई जरूरत नहीं. 15 पहुंचेंगे. फर्स्ट ईयर डांसिंग फर्स्ट ईयर में नाचो, आप लोग नाचो, हम तो नाच लिए, बोल नाच. Why these all these principles are there? To develop that love for the Lord. Right? When we start neglecting to follow these principles, then we start feeling रुचि नहीं आ रहा है. बहुत साल से कर रहे हैं, लग रहा है कि हमारा काम नहीं कर, कुछ समय तक काम करेगा, उसके बाद नहीं करते काम. या आचार्य ने लिख के गया, वो लोग तो लगता है कि वो लोग संस्था चलाने के लिए कभी लिख देते तो लिख दिए होंगे, काम तो नहीं करता है. मेरे जीवन में काम करता, कुछ नहीं करता. देखो माला कितने दिन से रगड़ माला का पूरा रगड़ गया. ये नहीं आने का कारण क्या है? कि हम प्रिंसिपल्स को निग्लेक्ट करते हैं. हम प्रिंसिपल्स को जब निग्लेक्ट करेंगे, एटिकेट्स को निग्लेक्ट करेंगे, then we start losing the taste. Many people are coming, तो पहले भक्ति बहुत तेज चलता था, ऐसे जाता था, ऑस्ट्रेलिया की मतलब दिन में एक बार आता था, तभी कुछ नहीं होता था. अभी भागवतम चले जाएंगे, आज ही चले जाओ. देखिए 5-6 साल के बाद मिलियन लगता है प्रोजेक्ट कब जाएंगे, सोचते हैं क्या हो गया. पहले तो आप इतने उत्साह में थे भक्ति करने के लिए, इतना उत्साह. अभी क्या हो गया? क्योंकि अभी हम साथ में अपने साथ में एक अपराध को भी लेके आते हैं, वैष्णव के बीच में रहकर अपराध करना चालू कर देते. पहले आए तो भक्ति में देखे हम लोग, पहले आए तो सब जगह देखे, सब जगह सब अरे भगवान है, नाम है, टेम्पल है, ये केवल मीठा से बना हुआ नहीं है, ये पूरा चिंतामणि ज्वेल है, एवरीथिंग. फर्स्ट टाइम व्हेन यू गो टू वृंदावन, हाउ वी ऑफर obeisances. Everywhere वृंदावन, दिस इज द प्लेस ऑफ वर्शिप ऑफ कृष्णा हैज वॉक्ड हियर. भगवान चले थे इधर, खेले थे इधर, ये किए थे, वो किए थे, लूटो कूदो सब कुछ करते हैं. फिर उसके बाद 4-5 साल के बाद 50 लोगों को लेके जाते हैं साथ में, तो हाँ सब लोग दंडवत करो इधर सब इधर भगवान आपको मालूम क्या है? हाँ हम तो 4 साल से खरीद रहे हैं। आप नया नया लोग नियोफाइट लोग जो फिर उसके बाद क्या होता है? फिर बाद में 10 साल के बाद बोलते प्रभु जी हमारे मेरे को जो भक्ति में लेके आए थे ना वो लग रहा है कि भक्ति से दूर हो गया। क्यों नहीं होंगे? जब फॉलो नहीं करेंगे we will definitely go out of the bhakti or we don't feel that enthusiasm. So that's why again and again it is said that you have to remember that, right? By following these principles, every principle, morning 64 principles are given here. At least we are following around 40 to 45 principles every day. Srila Prabhupada has given circumambulating Tulsi Maharani or offering the flowers to the deities, singing for the Lord, everything principles we have got. So this we should not neglect it. And according to time, place, circumstance, the principles may change, but we should always stick to, details may change, but principles we should stick to. When we get opportunity, again we run back to the first day of our Krishna consciousness and dancing for the Lord, singing for the Lord. But sometimes when services are there, we have to stay away, or we may not be able to sing for the Lord, dance for the Lord, but we should long for these things. When we long for these things, then we will develop that more and more attraction. The enthusiasm should go up. And see these Goswamis, after so many years of stay of Vrindavan also, they never felt. Sanatana Goswami, Lord personally gave him so much of time. Now he is coming to Jagannath Puri. What is his consciousness? He was feeling that I am unqualified to stay in Jagannath Puri. Although Chaitanya Mahaprabhu already gave him the initiation also. Rupa Sanatana, they changed the names also for that. But still he is thinking that I am so fallen soul, that I cannot go around the devotees or the deities. They never entered Jagannath temple after that. Sanatana Goswami never entered. Neither Haridas Thakur entered into the Jagannath temple. They always saw the chakra of the Lord and they felt that. That's how they lived their whole life. See their consciousness. Why? Because they were stick to the principles of what is given by the acharyas. They were neglecting it. So this is what it is a kind of a indication through the scriptures. And you see that how Indra has to face so much of difficulties because he lost that mercy of the spiritual master Brihaspati. And the demons become so powerful. They were never to be in front of the demigods. Demigods could easily defeat the demons. Even you see that Rama says that they are occupied my post also. The demons came and occupied his post also. Because immediately as soon as they offended the Brihaspati, then here demons started worshipping Sudracharya. They got so much of power because they worshipped the Guru and here offense of a Guru. Then they lost all the mercy. The demigods lost all the mercy. And they were defeated by the demons and they lost all the positions. So there it is. Srila Prabhupada writes very wonderful purport. This comes in the 6th canto of Bhagavatam. Wonderful purports are there where how we should always not misunderstand the position of the spiritual master. Guru should never be considered as an ordinary personality. Which Prabhupada writes, familiarity breeds contempt. That is what like a curse in this material world. But we should always remember ourselves. What has been given to us. Who is the person whom we are staying with. Right? So it's a curse like forgetting. We forget. We tend to take the things. Initially when we come, we think everything to be wonderful. Yes, it's like that only. But now the consciousness of ours got contaminated. We are staying, we become familiar with the things. And we start thinking that we're taking the things cheaply. And it's more difficult that person who is personally serving spiritual master. And we think that it's very nice that I could also got my spiritual master's service directly. Personal servant is so blessed person. And you know, it's very difficult to stay with the spiritual master. You're staying very close to him and you're every day watching him. And because of the illusion of Maya, sometimes you may start thinking that he is also like ordinary person. You know, he wears the same dhoti like me only. He sleeps like ordinary person only. It's not that something great about him. Like that, person may feel, the personal servant or the devotee servant may feel about the Guru. That's why he has to regularly understand what has been given to me. Like that, we also have to understand regularly that what he has been awarded to us, so that we may not fall into this trap of mind of committing these Vaishnava offenses, and then the bhakti line will go very far away from bhakti. When the same devotional service, the same things which we have felt ecstasy about it, and which we have spoken to many people and got many people to Krishna consciousness, and after that we may start doubting the same things. I am body or soul? Doubtful. We may also feel like that after that. So many pastimes, so many things we might have heard. This is because of the covering which comes because of not neglecting the principles of Krishna consciousness. So that's why through Krishna is teaching us that this is how we should follow the etiquettes. Like Krishna never forgotten, although all of them are like subordinates to the Lord, but Lord offered respects to Yudhishthira and Bhima. And he accepted from Arjuna, and he embraced Arjuna and then accepted from Nakul and Sahadeva, and teaching this example to us. And the previous verses also we see that how Krishna's coming was like a life for the Pandavas. When their senses came to life, because they were longing for the Lord. And that is what in the next verse it is spoken that they were freed from the sin. And then Jiva Goswami corrects that it's not the sin which papa, it is because of the sinful activities they are committed. It's because of separation from the Lord. It's a separation of the Lord they were feeling that was being removed when the Lord's 3% godliness came in front of them. Right? And then the third one, fourth verse which we are seeing today is the offering of respects, or the Lord offered respects and teaching us this example, right? To properly follow, and then we can advance very nicely. That's why till that time, it's a common saying of the person, or one story which we heard about it, which is, I don't know, Bhagavatam comes or scripture it comes. And one person, one child went to a sadhu and commented that ये दाढ़ी जो है साधु का है कि बकरी का है? And the sadhu looks towards the child and he never told anything, he just smiled. And then the sadhu, when he was in the deathbed, he was about to die, then he told his disciple, go call that child. And the child has a little grown up. And when the child came and he said that, ये साधु का दाढ़ी है, ये बकरी का नहीं है, साधु का है. That means what the sadhu, of course, your sadhu did not become angry on it. The sadhu felt that, don't know till that time, till what time I am like a sadhu, or really I am going to be like a sadhu or not, I don't know. And so that's why he never commented about it that time. But when he was leaving the body, he was sure that till now I am sadhu. Right? So till that time we leave this world, we don't know that till we have to be careful about these principles, and every moment we keep following. When we are about to leave the body, that time also we should follow. Just like Guru Maharaj circumambulated all the devotees and stood on the deathbed, and then he went to the spiritual world. So because Maya is very powerful, through the scriptures it is already teaching us. Be humble. Chote, what is it? Say na? Radhe Radhe Chote Bhanke. Radhe Radhe. Hare Krishna कहते रहो और छोटे बनके रहो. सब वैष्णव को प्रणाम करते रहो. भक्ति में आगे बहुत आगे बढ़ जाएगा. Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagvatam ki jai, Go Premanande. Prabhu ki jai. Any comments or time is already high.
We see that when the person of 1,000 all the Vaishnavas in Vrindavan. So we see our acharyas following this message very strictly. But in the natural course of our daily activities, we see that sometimes schedules are very hectic due to services, and sometimes due to these, sometimes we neglect these Vaishnava activities. When schedules are hectic and services are there, because following the Vaishnava activities, sometimes it seems, mind says that it will take time. Let me do myself. So what should we do?
Yeah, that's what we discussed about that example of Vishnu Pitama, that physically he was not able to offer. Now, so many great people are here. Physically he was not able, because his position was like that. But it's about our attitude wise, or what we are feeling about it. It could be sensed. It's a sensitivity. People sense it. And when you are about pride, तो आदमी रोज देखते रहते हैं, क्या ऑफरिंग कर रहे हैं, ऐसे भी मैं तो सेवा भी नहीं. See that there is a difference of consciousness that because we have seen a familiarity ना ये तो रोज देखते रहते हैं. I am busy also, seva. That is the mind that gives the person that I am busy with the services already. That's why I don't want to offer. But generally, the devotee feels grateful about it. Vaishnava, I am really busy, Prabhu, but kindly, I want to say, accept the obeisances. And we physically do it out of the hands, with a far off distance we do it. So that the sign could be that we want to do it, but because of services or because of I am having so many things in my hands, I am not physically able to offer, but kindly accept my obeisances. It's a gesture. Gestures itself will give the signs to that. It's not that physically every time we may be able to do it or not able to do it. But when you go around, we can Hare Krishna, I am sorry that I am very busy, but please accept my obeisances. And then we go on with the services. They also understand, yes, he is busy with the service. So it's basically the attitude, guys. So we have to be careful about it. It's not possible that it is we offer it. First time when we went to, I think Tirupati it was, Tirupati Yatra, Tirupati temple opened. First time when the devotee mentor, the devotee who took to us, Maharaj was standing very far. Raghav was standing that way around the top of the building. He was standing somewhere and he was talking to Amrish Prabhu to devotees. So this devotee suddenly saw Maharaj and then he started offering obeisances at that place. And Maharaj is like somewhere at that place, we don't know only anywhere there. And I was standing, I was not new, I was just new, I was just standing. And he got up, I asked him that what you did. And he told that Maharaj was there, I was offering. And I was looking very Maharaj. He said, see there Maharaj is. It was very far, very big building on the top of it, he saw and then he offered obeisances. So it's a attitude while seeing the spiritual master or the great devotee, sannyasi are seeing it, immediately offered obeisances. So it's basically the attitude we have to change ourselves. And definitely we all are able to change that attitude.